In the heart of Europe lies a city where history speaks through a stone, and the future is shaped in lecture halls and laboratories. Ghent University brings together nearly 14,000 minds from across the world. But what does it truly mean to study, research, and belong here? This documentary explores the question through the voice of those who live it by capturing a scene and experiences of individuals who are studying at Ghent University coming from different parts of the world. So stay with us and we will present you how those students and academicians are experiencing life at Ghent and at the city of campus, Ghent and its university.
Thank you very much for inviting me for this interview to share my experience. First, I am Farila Bazanab from the Faculty of Arts and Philosophy, Department of Language and Culture. So, coming from Ethiopia, pursuing a PhD at Ghent University was both an aspiration and a challenge. I arrived through a scholarship designed to support researchers from the Global South. It is not merely financial support, it is a framework for shared knowledge, research conducted both here and at home. And what distinguishes this Ghent is not only the infrastructure, but intellectual openness. And basically, teaching emphasizes critical inquiry rather than memorization. Students are encouraged to question assumptions, including those of their professors or teachers. We can take as supervisors also. The university is not isolated from Ghent city, it is embedded with it. This integration creates intellectual freedom and a sense of belonging beyond the class.
My name is Joshua and I'm 26 years old and I'm originally from China. In China is more lecture focused, so you don't really have a lot of interactions with your professors and students. You just go to lectures and you don't do a lot of projects like what I'm doing here in Belgium. I think the professors here, I would say they are quite helpful because sometimes when I have questions, I can always approach them after the lectures. I can always send them emails and they reply really fast. And with students, most of them are really helpful. They always work together and sometimes we just go discussion in some of the pubs or even cafes. I asked advice from one of my professors. Well, it happened that he also studied in Belgium, in Antwerp. Well, he also suggested me Ghent University because it has a really great reputation in academics. Well, in the Netherlands, I have two professors who are actually graduated from Ghent University, and I also asked advice from them, and all of them recommended me to study here in Ghent. I always want to go somewhere that not too many people know, so I really want to discover myself. I really like to study in a historical city because then it can also give me something inspiring apart from my study. And it also have a lot of nice architectures. So during your spare time you can just walk through in the city. It's also very enjoyable. But I would say most of the classes I'm following are quite intimate. Well, it's not a huge class where a lecture hall that you feel like the professor are not approachable. The professor really asked us like the really fundamental things in marketing, and of course every student knows marketing because we're following a master program in marketing, but no one really can tell the origin of how the word marketing came from and the development of really the definition of the word marketing. I think it was very cool because digital marketing was something really new. That I actually, when I look at a lot of programs in Europe and master level, they don't actually offer this course. So through the lecture, it really gives us full view of how digital marketing looks like, and also we learned a bit techniques in how to analyzing digital data. The tuition fee is really accessible because now you also have to pay a lot in China if you want to do a master. And also, as I worked before, I can really see that a lot of knowledge that I obtained are very valuable, which really prepares you to be a future marketeer.
Participation at Ghent extends beyond protest. It is embedded in daily academic cultural life, shaped by diversity and dialogue, where students are found in protesting and as well as expressing their views for certain political practice or discrimination happening here and there.
My name is Eva. I come from Latvia. I'm 24 years old. I chose for Ghent University and this faculty because they offer a master's in English, and as well that I was able to do it in accounting that I am interested in. Ghent was also one of the major factors because I just love this city. I was here 4 years ago on Erasmus. So the education here is quite demanding, so you need to put an effort in it. But of course it's doable if you really want to. In Ghent University I received not only the theory that much, but mainly it was interactive studies with many group works and housework that you needed to do it yourself. I really liked the modular system as it was, I had it as well in my home university when I was doing my bachelor's, so therefore I was used to it and I find it more effective than if I would have a session in January, for example. My accounting course completely met my expectations. It was demanding as I expected it's gonna be, and it gave me a lot of new knowledge. For example, I learned international financial accounting standards, which were not taught to me before, and that was quite interesting. I would describe my experience here in this faculty as knowledge and friendship. As I learned to know many people here that are my friends now, and as well I learned much for my future career. I would definitely recommend everyone to study in Ghent University, as I think it's a great place to be, and Ghent is beautiful, and Ghent University is one of the best, and it's a beautiful place to be.
Actually, I came to Ghent for a degree, but I discovered a model of education, one that values dialogue, responsibility, and also engagement. This experience will shape how I teach, research, and also contribute to the society in the future.
At Ghent University, freedom is lived daily in scholarship, debate, and institutional commitment. It is the freedom to find one's voice and the responsibility to use it with a care. The students, academic members, as well as leaders are experiencing and allowing to exercise freedom for all. What's the meaning?